Right now, we have the operations manager of Rebel Radio, Dave Norse, here with us. Thanks for coming down the hall to the studio.
It is my pleasure.
We've actually worked with you before, Dave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've worked with both of you, in fact. KUNV Radio has 3 radio stations. Deshola, you've been on 2 of them. Nakai, you've been on 1. It's been a lot of fun being able to work with you. Now the tables have turned somewhat, I'd say.
Thanks for being here, seriously.
And I'm sure your students get a lot out of your teaching. And how is that experience teaching students and dealing with radio?
I mean, for me, it's a lot of fun. I get to work with people who are interested in learning about broadcasting. It's a really rewarding experience for me. Some people, they love music, or they have really passionate opinions, or they're interested in sports, and they want a venue in which they can talk about that. Other people, they're just like, you know I'm interested in broadcasting, and I want to try as much as I possibly can while I'm in school, and maybe they won't make a career out of it. Maybe they'll find that this is the best thing they've ever done in their lives. But regardless of what their experience is, I'm really glad that I have the opportunity to be there.
And how did you get into radio yourself?
Interestingly enough, I got in radio through my college. We had a student-run radio station, very much like we do here at UNLV. It was the end of my freshman year. A buddy that I was hanging out with one day said, "All right, man, I got to get out of here. I got to go do my radio show." And I said, "What? Radio show?" Kind of blew my mind, and it's been a lot of fun ever since.
That's cool.
Do you have any crazy radio or on-air memories?
Oh my gosh, the worst and best memory probably was my first shift on the air. I had been so nervous. This is the first time I ever went live on the radio, and I was so nervous that after the end of my first air break, I forgot to turn the microphone off. And then one of the engineers comes yelling into the studio, "Turn your mic off!" Except he used a lot more profane language. And I was like, that's it, I'm fired. Before things even got started. Fortunately, the microphones can't pick up what's not being spoken directly into them. So nobody else heard it but me. But oh, that was the beginning of my crazy experience.
I'm sure your students can learn from that.
I hope they can learn from that.
We've all been there before. We've all kind of...
Don't say that,
Yeah,
Deshola.
I'm just saying, I might have done that once or twice. But so can you tell us about the pledge drive that you guys have going on?
Absolutely. So twice a year, KUNV, because we are a public radio station, we ask for the support of our listeners. These are individuals who listen to the radio station because they enjoy the programming. Maybe they like some of the interesting and unique musical features that we have on. Maybe they just value the fact that we train students. But we ask all of our listeners who are fans of the radio station to make a financial commitment to help keep the station on the air. We do that because we don't play commercials. We don't have advertising. So the only way that we can really keep the lights on, so to speak, is to ask our listeners for their help. And we will be starting that the end of this month, September 26th through October 4th. And if you're a listener, we encourage you to take a couple dollars. And you don't have to do it all at once. You could break it up into payments. But take a couple minutes out of your day and support the programming that you appreciate.
And you recently had us have some of the shows on FM radio now. I know Deshola is one of them.
Absolutely. So KUNV HD1, which is 91.5 The Source, turned on new programming. We're calling it The Night Shift. Every 9 p.m. until 3 a.m. we designate it for student programming. And these students go on the air, they'll do hip-hop, they'll do indie rock, they'll do electronic music. It is an opportunity for students who have been working on our student-run station to transition to the FM station and really show the entire Las Vegas Valley over FM just what they're made of.
And how can other people get involved with Rebel Radio?
If you are interested, I encourage everybody to go to our website at therebelhd2.com. There is a Get Involved link that's right on there. You can find out all the information about training, and while you're on there, fill out the application, and we hope we'll see you soon.
All right, you're in the hot seat right now.
Hot seat, all right.
Do you feel your seat getting hot?
My butt is burning.
One question, what is the most embarrassing song on your iPod?
Oh my gosh, little Carly Rae Jepsen for sure.
Which one? She has like...
She does. I think the first one, Call Me Maybe, I'm most embarrassed about.
And
all right, I think I need to leave the room now.
No, we have a couple more.
Okay.
When was the last time you took a selfie?
Oh my gosh, probably this past weekend.
Are you sure it wasn't right before the show?
I know, right?
No, I may have to do one right now.
I think I saw you in the hallway, like...
And I'm sure dealing with radio, you've heard a lot of great people. What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote probably actually comes from somebody who's not on the radio, but interestingly enough, I just watched his movie this past weekend. It's from Stephen Hawking, and he essentially said that life will always throw you curveballs, but the way in which you deal with those curveballs, whether it's good or bad, really can dictate just how happy you are.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
And I hope Las Vegas takes advantage of the radio station and definitely listens to it.
And thanks for being here, Dave.
Thank
It
you.
is my pleasure.
All right, so don't go anywhere because you don't want to miss this barbecue that will make